miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready. Watching you five. Quit talking about it and bring go.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Ready. Sony Michel, his first carry. Room here to run. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with Michel, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
That's going to be a long day. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Let's go, Mike.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Hey.
Let's go.
2nd down, McKinnon. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. They run it with McCammon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike's 50. Mike, he's good.
Off the play fake. Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? You ready? You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Sit. Wait. Wait,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Wait. Green, triple C.
From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. 5 on. Come on. Sunday.
Check 50. Tighten up. Hustle.
Now Winston. He's got his man. It's Andrews. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Caught by Jones. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line.
Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter.
Yo, faster.
On 2nd down, McKinnon, and they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Go. Ready?
Now Jones on 1st down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Go.
On the ground is Michelle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. This complete to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
On the ground, Michelle looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Bud Dupree. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Got it.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And some space here. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down now, McKinnon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
This fielded at the 2. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. Flag. What is that? It's on field. It's on field. Hey, it's on out. Easy. Hey, 5 on the 50. 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 Even. He's coming. We got double up.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Winston looking left side. Andrews with it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
25. Wait.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Brandon Copeland able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Not a big deal on that one. Just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
On 2nd down, Michelle. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Get ready. 18, Gator. Check safety, check safety. Ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Send Lobo. Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
5. 55. Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On the return is Pettis. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's caught at the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Green, triple team. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy. That's me.
Here's Winston. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. Switch. Easy. Hey, flip it. Pause.
3rd and long for Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just some pressure comes, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, exit. Right there in the middle. 55.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike, 5-5.
Shoot.
Back to throw. Jones. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Well, they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Hey.
That's 52.
Let's go.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, this is Michel. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
I know you ain't got it. Big Ed, Big Ed, Big Ed.
Yes, yes.
Go get him, go get him.
Big rip, big rip.
Again, it's Michel. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
8-3.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You must be getting tired.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop.
50's the mic, 50's the mic. Here we go, here we go.
5.
They'll run on first down. Michel, and he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done. It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Ready. White 25.
Check 55, Mike.
White. We taking wins on it.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Let's get it.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
White. Easy. There we go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. James Washington, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Bills 13, Chargers 10. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. He'll have a first down past the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you. Check three.
Go.
Here's McKinnon. 11 yards there, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 39-yard line.
Ready. 56-6. Pull it high.
Yo.
Let's go.
And it's Michel once again. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Safety's creeping.
Smooth.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Crunch time, defense.
And the blitz does come. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's how we do it.
A loss of 5. It's 4th down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Go.
Staying open.
Hey, Haywood. Now.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. A short throw caught by Andrews. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no
yardage. Okay.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Michelle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 20. Yeah. 26. 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ready? X3. 218. Chopper.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Hey,
Ready?
On 2nd down, McKinnon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's caught by Herndon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. McKinnon, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Hey.
Who's that yours? Who's that?
They run once more with McKinnon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Bills on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check. Look at me. Zipper.
Now McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 4 check. Right. Check.
look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. The Chargers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they looked lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
16.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it.
Okay, ready? Yeah. It's going to be a long day, offense. Hey, Delta. 55 is Mike, 55. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19.
Come on, Hey, check Mike 50. Go. 50. Check Mike 50. All day. Go. Mike 50. I got you, pop. They'll
look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Johnson was the intended receiver.
Don't pull this way.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.